Hey guys, I'm back again, and this video is just going to focus on, I guess, like my story about becoming a 70 Adventist, converting to be a 70 Adventist. And actually, I was Catholic first, baptized in the Catholic Church, communion and everything. And then I went to become Baptist. Now I'm going to Adventist. And the reason for that being is because I started off with Catholic, and my mom never used to go to church. It would just be a once a month, twice a month Sunday thing. And it didn't really bother me because I was young, I was little, I didn't understand what church was. Therese, you're just messing up the video. I'm not even gonna look at you. But anyway, I didn't know what church was, so my mom, I used to go to church with my neighbor, and they're 70 Adventists. And I used to go to church with them all the time, and they used to all have youth day and what is it, Pathfinder?
Pathfinder on Sundays.
Pathfinder. They had crusade. They had everything that was just like. So my mom got baptized in a Baptist church. She started going to church again. She was invited to this church, and she got baptized and everything. So I started going with her, and everything was good. The youth, everything was going. But you know, I started. We're starting doing Bible study at that church, and I realized that every time we would talk about the Ten Commandments, they would never talk about the fourth commandment, which is remember to keep the Sabbath day holy. And like we never used to ask why. And one time I did ask my youth pastor, why, what is Sabbath and when is the Sabbath day? And he was like, you know, they people go to church on Saturdays, but we choose to go on Sundays because of some reason he gave me, but it didn't sound accurate. But it didn't seem to bother me. But I like probably like 7 8 months ago, I would have like thoughts about converting to 70 Adventist church, because there's a church I go to, and we're not gonna say the name. Yeah, everybody goes there, and I don't even want to say
Yeah,
what it is, but everybody goes there. It's a very popular church, and it's kind of like it's American Idol. Everybody go there, especially on Tuesday nights when they
take it away.
have Tuesday nights when they
You
have
just gave
their
it away.
no, I
Yes, you did. So obvious.
Tuesday nights, and I go to service on Sundays also, but the Tuesday night service, when they have it, it was like, okay, at first it was like, wow, like you go in, the lights, the music, the band, they got a full band, like the band would catch your attention, and it would just kind of not let you focus on why the real reason why you're there, to learn about God, and to focus on God. But you're there, you're just looking at all these other stuff and who's wearing what. And the pastor is like dressed like you, which is not a problem, but it was just no focus. And the stage, I mean, what it was supposed to be, a podium
Stage.
looked like a stage. And everything was on point with that church, everything. But it's just that i didn't find I'm not saying I'm going to church, and you should not be going to church. Like my friend said, you should not be going to church to look for a blessing. You should already have one coming in. Because if you do that, when you get to church, you're really not going to find what you're looking for. So I kind of like wasn't satisfied with it. And then like every Sunday, sometime I'll skip Sundays and I wouldn't go to church. And my mom would be like, okay, what are you doing? Like every Sunday, you're supposed to wake up, you're supposed to go to church. If you can go to work throughout the week and you go to school, why can't you go to church on Sundays? And I'm like, that's true, mom, but it's just the church, I'm not feeling it. And she's like, well, you can go to this church, you can go to that church. But then in behind my mind, I kept thinking about going back to my friend's church, 70 Adventist church. And I had a dream that
That'll
I was actually
forever be your testimony.
I know, right? I had a dream that I was at her house,
Yeah, my house.
and her mom were cleaning the house like sparkle clean, like cleaning like the president was about to walk in their house, man. Like they were just and I'm just standing there waiting and trying to see, okay, who is this person that they're cleaning like this for? And then It was her grandma. Her grandma walked in, her mom's mom.
And it's funny, I never met my grandma.
Yeah.
God rest her soul.
I know. So she came in and she introduced me to her grandma. She's like, Grandma, this is my friend. And the grandma looked at me and said, You need to get baptized. I'm like, okay. I got baptized
So
already. Yeah. And she was like, she did get baptized because I did get baptized in Baptist church. And she's like, no, she needs to get baptized. And the grandma turned around and walked away. And I woke up and I was like, what is that supposed to mean? And I know they're 70 Adventists because my friend, she's 70 Adventist. So after that dream, I started thinking about it. Driving to work, I would be like, you know what? I want to probably try the 70 Adventist thing. I was like, you know, I can't see myself going to church on Saturdays. I really can't. Like, really? Think I could go to church? Nah, not me. So I'll just ignore. But then I started doing my own research myself, learning and reading the Bible, and not only that, asking the true 70 Adventist people about Sabbath day. And I see that 70 Adventist people are the main religion that really goes by everything in the Bible. They're the closest one that goes by everything in the Bible. I'm not saying their religion are perfect because everyone has their flaws, their religion, whatever. But they're the closest to go by the Bible. Like everything
according to the Bible.
Everything, yeah, according to the Bible, everything like they preach on is coming from the Bible. So it's not something that the pastor had a vision about or, you know. So I was like, let's see, let me try it. So, you know, I started going and there's a good preacher, his name is Doug Batchelor. He's a 7 day. He was his mom, I think, is Jewish, and he became Baptist, and now he's a 7 day Adventist, and he's been a 7 day Adventist for how many years now? And he has videos actually on YouTube that you can watch. His name is Doug Batchelor, and he's really good.
Really good.
He explained everything and where to find it, what is Sabbath, and everything like that. So I decided like this is something that this is a family church that I would, you know, want to go to, and this is where I feel like I'll learn more about the Bible, and this is where I want to be. So made a decision to not only to renew myself to focus on God, like because you know we have so much things that we worry about in our life, like school, relationship, job, and we tend to lose focus on God's plan, like,
and
you know,
the center of everything.
Exactly.
And the reason why everything happens.
So we're over here just worrying about like, oh my gosh, what I'm gonna do about this, but we forgot God is like waving, like, hello, pray, you know, ask, and you know, it shall be given to you. So, we did this renew package thing, like we really wanna, because you know what, like I was telling someone just like 10 minutes ago, I mean, you don't know where you're gonna be tomorrow. Today, it's not. Today,
the next 5 minutes isn't promised.
Exactly. I mean, who knows? We could just something, your heart stop for any reason. So it's like you don't want to be that person to live your life. Like God gave you all your life, like your whole entire life, to know Him, to come to Him. You know.
Why not? It's an open invitation.
Exactly. And God is nothing but love,
joy, happiness, peace.
Why you want evil?
Like, yeah.
So I don't see why people can't understand that there's a God. Like, I don't know why they think that there's not a God. Like, who created us? I was telling her, like, when you cut a human body open and you see the heart, you see the lungs, you see the bones, like, who put that together? Not another human.
Somebody had to do it.
Somebody high and powerful had to do that. Like, who created the earth? When you look out of space and they show you the earth, you see how the earth is just floating in space. Like, I mean, like, what is no Big Bang theory that they're talking about? What Big Bang?
How did that bang come about anyways?
Exactly. So, I mean, you know, all this nonsense, people.
Scientific philosophy.
This is just human telling you what they think, and it's theory. And you all know theory, you know, is not accurate also. So it's like this whole thing about life,
it's in the lesson.
It is, and
we're all in the university of life, trying to attain the greatest degree.
And what you said, Bible, the Bible stands for.
Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth.
See, so we have it there, people tend not to believe because they think that, oh,